Okay, I'm inside of a cave. Near the end of the cave. Right where the good part is. Look at this rock formation. I think it's similar to the lava rose or a beehive. Ooh, just had to stop my video to switch camera batteries. Alright. There's another little angle of that same lava rose. Try not to step on anything, especially that beautiful lava rose. Even between the breakdown rocks, look at that. Oops, there's my feet. But down here, look at that. It's a nice one between there. But here, look at the size of this one. Is this awesome or is this epically awesome? I won't be able to pass on this side, so I'm going to sit down over here, take a little look at it, so you can appreciate the size of this thing. Not bad. All right, let me sit up. I'm going to go around the right side, but first, before I do, let me look at the wall back here. Look how colorful the wall is from different mineral formations. Wow. And then look how good the floor is over there too. So when I go over there, I'm going to have to be super careful not to accidentally step on anything or kick it. From this side, you can't really see how big it is because of this breakdown rock next to it. So I'm going to go over here very carefully. You know what? Before I do, I'm going to sort of zigzag over. So look at this formation over here in the middle. So I'm almost to the end of the cave, so I'm going to look at that. And look at this rock here, how it's got a different texture. This formation's pretty cool. Huh, you know, it says bent over sideways. There's no way somebody did that. It must have formed like that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I don't want to go over here. I don't want to step on this rock here because it might be fragile. So I'm going to go around the other side. Jeez, look at this. There's a crack in the floor here. Well, never mind. I thought it was pretty far down. It was just a few feet. Never mind. But yeah, look at this. All right, now back over here. So look at all the stuff on the floor. So I have to sort of zigzag my way over. Make sure I don't touch anything. Some of these are already broken. Like, see, that one probably came from over there, etc. Looks like when they broke pretty clean. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to step over here. Going to go around the side of all these others. Whoa, I stepped on loose rock. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. All right, here we go. There we go. Wow, from this side it's so pretty. Crazy. But I can't really go to the right because, like I said, these loose rocks, I'd probably lose my balance. And the ceiling, it curves inward, so I wouldn't be able to like stand up on these rocks. So I'm just gonna call that good. So look at this one here. It's kind of like another lava rose, a little smaller. Then there's all these. Then I'm gonna go back around behind these so I don't damage them. In fact, you know what? I don't even think I will. So look at this. You see there's breakdown rock here? It's not really any farther I can go. Go over here around all these little formations. See if I can get any farther. Whoa. Okay. Pretty sure I'm near the end of the cave, or at least the end of the good part. Yeah, see, unless you want to climb up over those rocks, looks a little bit too hard. So I'm gonna skip that. But anyway, I'm gonna go down here. So look at this rock here. It probably was part of the wall that went to fell down, so it's kind of got formations on the side. I don't want to touch that. Let me see if I can find another way around. Wow, look at that rock. Don't touch that. But even the ceiling here, look how cool the ceiling is here. See if there's anything else on the ceiling worth looking at. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that's funny. There was one hanging from the ceiling. It's a nice little formation hanging from the ceiling up here. Let's see if I can get it somewhat safely. Wow. Oops. I'm standing on a rock. It's really slippery. Look at that. Wow. That's kind of pretty there. All right. Well, anyway. Now that I'm up here, I'm pretty much stuck. Unless you want to try to climb back there. Try to climb over these huge boulders. Looks like it goes back a way, but that'll just make it easier, practical, or safe. So, anyway, I'm gonna head back over here. See if I can get back down the way I came. Pretty sure some of these rocks are slippery. See my 3 points of contact. Ow. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get over here without touching anything. Oh, wow. Look at the ceiling here. Look how much light colored stuff there is. And as long as I'm up here, maybe I can get behind these rocks. Pretty rough. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good idea. All right, you know what? I think I do see a way over here. Very carefully. Wow. Wow. Jeez, these huge boulders. If I gotta explore back here. Wow. Look at the ceiling here. Wow. Especially right above me. Very interesting. All right, let me see if I can get up here. I think this rock might be slippery, so I have to be super careful. Oh, yeah. See, this is just a big pile of rock. I don't think I want to get myself lost or stuck. Oops, hang on a second. Like I said, I saw a map of this cave. Doesn't really say how the heck. All right, well, anyway. Wow, yeah. Yeah, good luck. But look at this. Look at all that white stuff on the ceiling again. Such a pretty cave. All right, here we go. I'm gonna climb back down, head back out the way I came. So yeah, I don't see any better alternatives. Wow, yeah, see, just a big pile of breakdown rock there. Crazy. Let me see if I can get down. I'll show you something else kind of fun. Yeah, check it out. You could go underneath that rock there. But look at that. What's holding it up? I don't know, but I wouldn't touch it if I were you. Yeah, be careful. If you find a cave like this, be super careful. Don't touch anything, especially the walls and the ceiling. All right, so now I'm gonna keep heading on back out. Stay on the left side to go through. Oh, that's funny. There's even a little tiny loose rock right here. This whole cave is dangerous. All right, anyway. But look at down here. There's some small dripstone formations. Not real big ones. Just enough to make it pretty. I'm gonna go over here to the right. Avoid bumping those. Even out here, there's a couple small columns. Oh wow, this is funny. Let me see if I can sit down so I can show you. Oh, look at that. Hanging from the little ledge there. Small dripstone, stalactite. Oh, come on. I accidentally made the focus box too big. I want to do a spot focus, but anyway. Oh, wow. Here's a couple little columns, including one shaped like a Y. Hope my camera's getting in that focus. Cool. All right. See if I can head back out now. All right, so there's the floor with formations again where I just was. There's the bigger formations over there. There's that rock pile. You can see the wall. The ceiling here is tall. It's a huge cave. There's the breakdown rock. That's the way out. We go over here. Pretty sure this is some more stuff along the wall. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Let me get down here underneath. Look underneath this rock. So this must have been part of the wall or something. It broke off. So I had the formations, then it broke off. Good to know. Interesting. Hang on a second. Got my legs all twisted. But look at the cool color formations here. This is a dent. Now look up on top. Got a lot of little formations up here. All along that ledge. There's a big one there. I'll get a close-up from somewhere else, but hang on. Well, let me pan up. Above the ledge, there's still dripstone, but it's smaller. Not really as interesting. And then looking down here, really good stuff. Even on the floor, look at that. There's a tall one on the floor at the bottom of this rock. So when I go down, I'm going to be very careful not to trip or kick or anything like that. I think I already showed this earlier in the video, but here's a small like beehive formation right here. Don't step on that. It's not just a rock. Anyway, so yeah, right next to this breakdown rock, there's that big rock right there. Notice there's brown stuff on the floor too. I think that's mud or sand or something. Now here's that one rock with the formations coming out the side, because the rock used to be part of the wall and it broke off. Interesting. Now you know why there's formations on the floor, because they broke. Duh. Let's see what I can see over here. Cool hole. Not sure why those holes formed. There's like 3 of them in a row here. I'll get a little closer, but I have to be super careful not to kick anything. So I'm going to do my far away and then close up. All right, let me see if I can get closer without breaking anything. Nice big formation right here. Another nice little one right here. So there's a hole. Notice below it, there's a couple of weird shaped columns. It's almost like Hopkins Chocolate Cave at Lava Beds. Okay, interesting. I like this big one up there too. See if I can get it from another angle. Before I do, look at this on the floor. Check it out. There's one that I called, it says look like a cow pie before, but it's like a lava rose, very small, simple lava rose. Kind of cool. All right. Let me see if I can get over here without stepping on anything. This way in the back, there's some mineral formations. Interesting that it's way back there, but not anywhere else. Notice there's a smooth spot on the rock here, like a piece missing. Suspicious. It's probably a breakdown rock near me that has formations underneath it where we can't see. Kind of heartbreaking, huh? Okay, so here's that one lava rose again. Not really that good. I've definitely seen better, but you know, I try to appreciate them all. All right, so now I'm up here again. Bald spot. Call a cave repairman. Looks like several broken ones here. I think it's because there was breakdown here, like it got snapped off by the cave falling apart. Cave self-destructed, basically. All right. All right. So here's the big room with all the formations on both sides, but just a few in the middle. All right, let's see if I can get up any higher. I want to go up higher, but I have to go around this big rock. So let's see if I can get up here. I don't know if you can see them from up here, but here's a view. I'm going to climb a little closer down. I don't know if this will be better or worse, but might as well try it, see what happens. I'm a few feet from being able to actually touch a formation, so I got room. See, there's a huge one that looks broken off there. I don't know if somebody stole it or if it's underneath this rock pile somewhere or what. Oh, cool. There's another little hole with like a cage full of tiny formations. Some bigger formations. There's another bald spot where the cave didn't fall apart. Nice. Okay, these formations are small enough. I can go up here this side. It's not going to cause a problem. All right. Okay, wow. Okay, well, I'm heading back out now, obviously. There we go. There's the cave sloping down towards the entrance. I'm heading on out, obviously. Made it to, it looks like a dead end. Just turn around. Kind of weird coincidence that the good part's right before the end. All right, in. Wow. Look at the ceiling here. Most of it's red, but you see part of it's gray, and it's got those little light formations on it. Some are hanging down pretty good, though. An inch, more than 0. I mean, we're curving it for lava tubes here. This isn't limestone cavern yet. Come back in a million years and see how it's doing. Hopefully it's not somebody's basement by then. Actually, how fast evolution is going. Wow. Remember, humans, whether you believe in evolution or creation, humans only been on Earth doing civilizations for, maybe, I think 10 or 15, 20,000 years. Compared to the age of the Earth, that's like nothing. So yeah, a million years from now, whether you believe in natural evolution or you think we're going to evolve through genetic engineering and so on, yeah, I think the Earth's going to look very, very different a million years from now. Now, whether it's going to be covered with humans, our evolutionary descendants, or something artificial or in between. What could really be interesting if there's multiple types of sentient life forms. Like natural humans, genetically engineered humans, and various artificial intelligence. Could be a messy place. Hopefully if robots decide to make a big civilization for themselves, we can convince them to do it off the Earth. tell them to go to the moon. You have all the solar power you want. You don't have to worry about water rusting you. But just like humans, there's a lot of good materials on Earth the robots would probably want. So they probably wouldn't be willing to completely evacuate the Earth. Hey, I see how I'm sloping up. Not only is my video almost done, but I got to, what's it called? Adjust my knee pad. One of my knee pads is about to fall off. There we go. I did a tentative adjustment by myself sometime. Wow, just look how high that ceiling is. I call this cave Big Cave, but that name's already taken. It's weird how the mineral deposits are concentrated. So it's got to be moisture to bring in the minerals. It's got to be minerals to bring in. How's that for no duh? All right. You know, I wonder if there are any calcium compounds that float through the air. I'm down to 1 bar on the light. I'm thinking when I stop the video, I might switch batteries on the light. Make sure I can make it out without stopping. See here, some slippery rocks here. I'll be a little bit careful. Notice how far down I go. Now I'm climbing down a rock pile. I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, so in the actual slope, I'm heading up the cave. But like I said, you can't really tell that I'm going up the tube because the floor is so uneven. It goes up and down, up and down. Can't really keep track of where we are. Wow, look at this. There's a way down there, but there's a bunch of loose rock, so be careful. I'm going to pause the video. Hang on a second. I think it's time for me to swap lights.